Well, Europe's top economic official, Olli Rehn, spoke exclusively to Bloomberg earlier. He's trying to reassure the markets, say that Greece will get some help by July. The markets are snubbing him, though. Greek two-year government notes are falling. Yields are rising. Our next guest worked as an economist and a specialist in monetary policy at the ECB for 7 years. With his take on what happens next, we bring in Tobias Blattner. He is now the European economist at Daiwa Capital Markets. He's joining us on the phone. Tobias, thanks so much for being with us. The ECB, Germany squabbling for weeks over how to involve private bondholders in this possible aid package. If you were still at the ECB in-house, what would your advice be?
Well, I think, clearly now the situation has changed a little bit because the situation has escalated actually overnight. And now a new deal for Greece is needed ever more because simply as we see a little bit of a Lehman effect right now in European markets. That was caused, of course, also of a new battleground that has emerged yesterday with the domestic situation in Greece, actually, with Mr. Papandreou announced that he will reshuffle his cabinet and seek a confidence vote. Then we also had Moody's, of course, putting on a negative rating outlook the major French banks. And now it is really the time to make a move and get a new bailout package out there for Greece, so to calm markets.
Olli Rehn says, or rather the EU says, there is no plan B for Greece. What happens next, Tobias?
Well, the next step is clearly that we need to have, at the euro area finance minister level, we need to have an agreement on how to involve the private sector in a new bailout package, because this is really what the whole political struggle is currently about. And once we have that, then I think the new bailout package can go out, and hopefully it will not lead to a default rating by the major credit agencies, so not to push the ECB into a situation in which they eventually would have to accept default-rated bonds as collateral in their refinancing operations.
All right, even though you've made comments in the past that you think the ECB could withstand a Greek default, Tobias, thanks very much. Tobias Blattner joining us there. He is a European economist at Daiwa Capital Markets.